Okay, YouTube. Update number 5. We've been at it all day today, trying to configure some track and figure out what we're going to do with it. We're starting on the lower level to kind of get that going. This is going to be more of an industrial type city kind of thing here, so we won't have a whole lot of out in the woods or in the mountains and all that stuff down here. But we're going to try to do that stuff up here. The plan is I've cut this out for the bridge right here. So I'm going to have to, make it just right. So it's real close to being right on the money. So this will be the water scene and stuff like that. We're going to do on this side of it, we're going to go up and create like a false mountain look, and then the 3 tracks back here will have a tunnel that goes through, so we'll still have mountain stuff. We'll have trees all the way up the top, stuff like that, and you'll see just this bridge coming down. The powerhouse is back there, and yes, I did break it, but it's just glue it back on, it'll be fine. But we actually was able to get a couple of trains on here, my 2 steam locomotives. I built this as a centerpiece because I wanted the big boy to sit up front and just have a place to park him. So as you step back, the whole train fits there. So when you come in, you're going to see all this. It's turning out absolutely fantastic. I love it so far. When we add roads in and street signs and businesses and all that stuff, it's going to look pretty cool. We was able to get some LED lighting in. We got more coming. This is the propane industry. We got a way to go in and out and have extra cars sitting there, so I really like that idea. We're adding more link to our paper mill, so we can have more track and more cars sitting here. So I'm adding in basically a lot of car storage for stuff like my box cars, LP tanks, LPG cars, and chemical cars and stuff like that there. And it's a double main. It's going to be double main all the way around to that side. I also got the bus line ran for up top. You can barely see it right there. Bus line. The other line right back here is going to be for turnout power. And then I got another hole for lighting. We ran a bus line. We're going to have to hide that. But what we did was, and I'll try to see if I can't flip it around. So I'm basically ran it like this now instead of just tapping into it. So far everything is working. The drawer, so I can push that in and just close that. The plan is to have these down here, one on each side, so one on this side, one on the other side. And I'm gonna have the fascia that hides this drawer, so when I pull it out, the fascia will come out and you'll see this. We've got that ran into, let's see if we can see it real quick. It's ran into its own bus bar, and we'll have to fix all this excess stuff. But I got all bus bars now instead of just kind of soldering things in and, twist tie and all that. When I tore the old layout apart, I found so many issues that I just didn't know what I was doing at the time. And that's the reason why the table, this is solid. This ain't going nowhere. So it's all staying level. It's not going to sag over time and cause derailments and other issues. So the other side of it, though, we have not tore out the roundhouse, and I'm still debating on that right now. Of course, dual main line in, but I wanted to access to run trains down here. So if I wanted to, I can run 2 sets of locomotives up here. I can run 2 sets up here, and if I need to switch them, I can bring one down here and bring it down on this line and just switch them out back and forth, or just run, you know, a couple of them and just let one run all the way up and all the way down. I've got to figure out how to do all that. What I'm thinking about doing over here, and I apologize for the mess, it's just, that's part of it. I'm thinking about leaving these 2 in, and this outer one would come out, and this back one would come out. So what I'm going to do is come down with the Woodland Scenics 2% grade, come down the wall at a 2%, and on this side, I'm going to go, I'm going to come down there, and then I'm going to come up here. So basically, I'm going to be coming up this way, and I've got 8 inches to between the 2 of them that I got to make up the difference. So if I come on the outside of this up, then I might have to run 1 loop above it and then come in and then go up. And I wouldn't have to tear this all out, and I could still use it for storage. How to make that look nice and all that stuff, I really don't know how I would do all that. I'm just going to have to do it and try it and see if it works. If it don't work, it don't work. We'll tear it out, and we'll just make this a helix area. Yeah, it's just a lot to do, but we've done so much in the last several days. I think we've been 4 days of tear out and redo. So I know everything's a mess, but we're putting in curtains under here, right underneath the fascia that I'm gonna have, where I can, like I said, I can close that. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, so what we can do is have a fascia for that drawer. It's hidden. I only need the master controller when I pull that out. We've got to figure out a programming track. I've got to get that figured out. I'm thinking about, to be honest with you, I'm thinking about running a turnout on this outer track right here to come in and just put my programming track in this area. And then I'll put a toggle switch, so I'll switch it from programming to main track. So I could actually, once I program it, flip the switch and drive the locomotive off into layout, because I don't, once I set them on, I don't really like them to come off the track unless I, cleaning or repair or something like that. So I'm thinking this is going to be a programming track area. I might even put it in here and just kind of hide it in with the rail cars and stuff like that. Yeah, so I've given myself so much room to put like a bunch of cars in and just stack them. So, yeah, I'm super happy with the progress. It's gone so fast, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to do this center section with all the plaster roads and all that. We're going to get that done so we can kind of be done with the center section, and then I can work over here, I can work over there, or up top. So we're going to do this center section, then we're going to focus on this center section, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do on the ends. So I hope you enjoyed this update. It's going to be pretty cool when it's done. I'm super excited, and like I said, I can do much better than I did last time. This time we were not going to have as many problems, at least I hope. So if you guys like this, like, share, subscribe. Just stay in tune, man. We're going to keep doing this, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. So you guys have a wonderful Saturday night, and I hope you really enjoyed this.